natural and normal to give you everything, dear. From coffee in the morning to kisses in the night.
Good morning, Athena. I look like shit today. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking exhausted. How's work going, Athena? Can we, like, get together soon? I miss you. I miss Athena, the goddess that you are. Today's no coffee, but let me tell you something. Good morning, Erica, you fine, beautiful thing. Good morning to everybody at Steaks. Athena said, "You're gorgeous as usual, Queen." Why, thank you. Morning, Maggie. So, today's not a coffee day, but let me tell you something real quick. I don't like I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew, and I'm not a fan of cream soda. But this dirty Mountain Dew cream soda is fucking delicious. This is like my all-time favorite thing right now. And even the sugar-free one, it's delicious. There's something about it. Erica said we need to get together, Stat. Yes, we do. And we need to get together and do a Babraham thing. Athena said, work is pretty chill today. We should get together soon. It's my pay week coming up. It's mine too! Athena, I didn't know if you would have wanted to go or not, but I think you would have had a good time at the medieval fair. Chrissy and I went to the medieval fair. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Chug, get down! Sorry. Chrissy and I went to the medieval fair yesterday. And it was out in Geneva. It was like 40 minutes away, but it didn't really seem like it was that long. Like it took that long to get there. I go every couple of years. I haven't been in a while. But it was the first time Chrissy ever went. And we were pulling in, and there's people dressed up, and she goes, "Oh my God, there's a mushroom. Oh my God, there's this. Oh my God, there's this person dressed up like this." I felt so, like, I was just so happy. You know how when you get to, like, see people get excited for things? Erica said, yeah, did you see Bill there? He works there some weekends. Yeah, I did see him there. George motherfucking Gresco has entered the pod, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. You know the applause emoji? There's so many emojis that look like applauses. Let's give him a round of applause. Yay! Good morning, Tracy. How are you? How's everybody? I think about you because I went out to Put in Bay a couple weeks ago, and we were going through, like, Vrooman or whatever. And I was like, oh, my cousin lives around here somewhere. And I'm like, if I ever go out there, I really want to set up a day where, like, either going there or coming home, I'm stopping to visit. Gary said, good morning, wish you were outside, because me and Mike and the girls are coming home soon. Aw. I don't know. They painted our humps. Gary, they painted the speed bumps, so they're very yellow. But, Erica said, I love going to the medieval fair. I gotta show you guys something. Don't worry about what's going on back there. I have to, like, go grocery shopping. I have to adult today, and I really don't wanna. Kind of want to be lazy. I was tired as fuck. Don't judge me if you guys see this with me. Tracy's my cousin, guys. She said, you drive by and don't stop. I know, because going there, we're like, we want to go to the Bay right now. we want to be on the bay. And then coming home, we're like, we just want to go home. I just want to go the fuck home. So, but I had to buy this. Chrissy bought one too. Hers is like a dark teal. But this reminded me of a hair color. Like, sometimes I'll get this colored back here. I don't know if I'm allowed to with my day job. Is that my Joshy? Oh, hi, Josh. Everybody wish Josh happy birthday. Happy birthday, my Joshy. How are you? I miss you. So, I colored my hair this pinkish purple once, and it was beautiful. And I found this, and I was like, I had to buy it. So if you see me with this thing, don't judge. Just be like, oh my god, your tail's so cute. Look at it. It's like one of those 90s tails. It was, look at that. I love the fact that it's pink. Like pink, blue, and it's got black tips on it. How freaking cute is that? So I have it tied to my fanny pack. But I love it. It is very soft. Josh, what's going on for your birthday? And I saw your mom got engaged yesterday. Congrats, Miss Lisa. I always want to call her Mama Lisa, but I'm like, we're the same age. We're close to the same age. So, yeah. Kind of weird. But yes, this is... Maggie said tree will definitely rock that. So what if it looks like a duster, George? I love it. It's so cute. It's so freaking cute. Athena said, ha ha ha, not the furry tail. You need to dress like a Hot Topic kid. I do. I remember that. He's a dangerous comedian, so he does, like fire things and whatever, and he does comedy out there. And he's like, I dress up for the medieval fair, and I also come across as a Hot Topic manager. So it was, Maggie said no judgment zone. It's so cute. And Chris even said she doesn't know what she's going to do with it, but she's always wanted one. This was a cheap one. It was only $12. That's cheap there. Alright? Let me tell you, you go out there, if you haven't been to the medieval fair, make sure you have money. Because shit's expensive out there. I wanted to get, so like you can buy a drink, which is like a big old school looking bottle, and it's like, they're like $15, but it's free refills. They're not matching, but the fact that we both had like furry tails, I was like, I want to put this on my keychain like in the 90s. Not like many of you guys know what the 90s were. Maggie said, did you see the pickle guy when you first walked in? Was it the pickle and jerky guy? We went past that. There was a guy selling bacon on a stick, and Chrissy was talking about how like the bacon looked good because it was thick. It was some thick ass bacon, and he had it all like wound up on a stick. Athena said, plan to spend money out there more than you think you'll need because you'll want stuff. Yeah, exactly. I was looking at some crowns out there. They were cute, but they were expensive. The pickle jerky guy, I seen him. I didn't go over there, but the bacon guy was like walking up behind us. He's like, I got bacon, and I turned and I looked at him. I was like, that's rude. You calling me fat? And he was like, no, I'm just trying to sell bacon. Do you want some bacon? I was like, so you're calling me fat? I don't know why I went there, and he just went with the whole thing. Erica said, or put it on the back of your car, just not in the rain, of course. I was thinking the same thing. Did you get pics with the flashing banana statue? No, I took that one picture. So there... We're walking around, it was like by like a drink stand or something, and Chrissy goes, that banana's being very inappropriate, and I was trying to figure out what the hell she was talking about. It was probably like a 3-foot tall banana, and he had its peel open with like the bottom of his banana out. And I was like, that's a very disturbing banana. I don't feel like he is appropriate for being here. But, what else? Then there was a guy, if you guys haven't seen my pictures, go see my pictures, like, on my Facebook. There was a guy dressed up as, like, a bear, like a big barbarian something. I don't know. He had, like, a bear head thing on, and he had his face all painted. And I was like, and I went up to him, I'm like, can I take a picture with you? That's the other thing. If you've never been there and you see somebody, you see a cute fairy, you see a cute princess, you see like anybody dressed up and you think their outfit is cute, dude, ask for pictures. They love that you take pictures with them because you think their shit is so awesome. So I went up to this guy and he was like in this big barbarian thing. And I was like, are you really that tall? And he's like, yeah. I go, are you sure? Yeah, that's the tall in me. I felt like he wasn't as tall as he was saying he was. But, so, I went up. We got a and I was like, can we get a picture? He's like, yeah. He goes, as long as we do trade. Which, sometimes, some people do speak in, like, the medieval, whatever. But, like, trade was... He had to take a picture with me too. So Chrissy took a picture of me and him, and then on my phone she did it. And she was like, Chrissy goes, okay, you guys can get married now. And he was like, all right. And we just walked away. I was like, that was fucking weird. But it was so funny. The guy was awesome as shit. And then I was standing outside the porta potty because all they have out there are porta potties because guess what, guys? You're in the woods. You're in the middle of the woods. So there's porta potties everywhere. They had more porta potties than most like outside events. So that was always a good thing. Even like walking through the parking lot, they had a couple spots that had porta potties, which is a nice thing. Gary, I see you. I saw Mike. I see you guys pulling in. Are you guys stopping in front of my house? Did you go on the slide? No, I did not go on the slide. But we saw the mermaid. We saw the mermaid, like, she's in a pond. Her whole tail was beautiful. I get up there and I'm like, why does she look familiar? I went to college with her or her twin sister. I can't remember, but I remember one of them being obsessed with mermaids. Tracy said, literally, LOL. That's a very disturbing banana. I don't know. Hit me. Still laughing. Yeah. It was definitely a disturbing banana. They have a carriage ride. There's a guy that drives the hang on, I gotta sneeze. Chew! Whoa! Holy shit. Mermaid Gem, yes. Went to high school with her and her sister. I went to college with her sister. I had a couple classes with her. Yes, that's who it was. And I was gonna say her name was Gemma, but that was exciting to see her and see that she... Thank you, Maggie, for my blessings of my sneezes. But you get to go on a carriage ride for like $5, and it takes you through the whole entire like land, town, whatever. And the driver, he was kind of cute. Thanks, Sabrina. Hi. I was just asking about you yesterday. I just asked Kim about you. Yeah, she is a professional mermaid. I remember watching her like journey go from like to where she wanted to be a professional mermaid. So I remember that. But I love the fact, Sabrina, you just popped up out of nowhere. You were like, bless you, bye. I'm telling you guys, check out this. I hate Mountain Dew and I hate cream soda. But this dirty Mountain Dew cream soda's delicious. What else was so he takes you on a carriage ride, and the comments Chrissy has are just so off the wall. Like, you're there now? Oh, we were in Canada. Yeah, that's what Kim said. I was just asking how, like, you and Joe were doing, and I asked her, like, how his situation is and stuff, and she said he's still doing good, and I was like, I just kind of want to see how happy Sabrina is, like, if she's still happy with everything, if everything's better. Maggie said, I'm not a cream or a dirty soda or a Mountain Dew fan either, but I might. Yeah, I don't like Mountain Dew and I don't like cream soda, but for some reason, that shit together is delicious. But we were like taking the carriage ride, and it just kind of makes you feel special because you're going through, and the driver's like, he's like, excuse me, and people in the booths, they're like, make way for the carriage, and we're like, because we are royalty, we are queens. I'm like, in my country, I would just act like being here is another country from there. I'm like, in my country, I am royalty. At least I think so. It was definitely and it just like going around and people are like waving to you while you're on this carriage, and I mean, it was only $5. I was like, dude, that's right up my frickin' alley. Good. I'm glad everything's good for you guys, Sabrina. I'm happy that you are finally happy. I mean, you've always been happy, but I'm happy that you're finally happy. What else was there? We were talking. You are the queen of the castle. I am the queen of Lake County. I am the queen of Lake County. Those are my poses. What else did we do? It was a lot of walking. I'm telling you. Make way for the Queen Tree. Duh. That's what my Snapchat name is. Queen Tree. Duh. If you ever go, if you haven't been there and you haven't been there, definitely wear tennis shoes. Yes, we were doing the princess waves, and we had the fans. Did I leave them outside? You know the handheld fans? I brought 2 of them. I had 2 of them from something. And I was like, oh, these will be good just to kind of like use as we're walking around. So that's like a fan that they use. So we're like fanning ourselves all day, and we just felt like we were like complete royalty. We felt like we were complete frickin' royalty. And just with our fans, fanning ourselves. And we're on this, do the Princess Diana wave. Look, I even have almost like a crown like hers. Let me tell you, there were some nice ass crowns out there. They were nice. There's a couple. There's one that was kind of like about as thick as this. A crown in the purple cape. My niece gave me a green dress around Halloween, and it's and I really thought of like doing something with that. I feel like I could do something with that. But there's like crowns like about this thick. It definitely look like the crowns from the Princess Diaries. If you don't know, go watch that, because I love the Princess Diaries. But yeah, we were like fanning ourselves and doing the wave to people. Like, for some reason on this carriage, we thought we were like royalty or something. I feel like anything you do is royalty out there. You feel like you are. There was a shirt. I wish they would have had it in my size. I got to get George or Gretchen, somebody to make this shirt for me. Because when I call bingo, like this Thursday at Legends at 8 o'clock, make sure you come see me. So when I'm calling bingo, I always say, if somebody wins bingo, I'm like, you have to come to my throne because I don't come down to my peasants. There, yes, the purple cape, Sabrina. There was a shirt that said, don't touch me, peasant. And I was like, oh my God, I want that shirt. But they only had one left and it was like a medium. So whatever, go fuck yourself. But yes, that's something that I want that says, and then we were laughing. I was like, another good shirt would say, I'm not a little evil, I'm mid-evil. Get it? Bazinga. So, but yeah, that was a shirt that I really wanted that because I was like, dude, that's so funny. That would be a great bingo shirt for me. I already have 3 bingo shirts that Stacy got me 2, and then Jen got me 1. But it would be good to like, I would love to have it to where I could wear it anytime because I talk about how I'm a queen all the time. If you've never gone, let me show you something, okay? My shoes are black. This is after the day of being out there. So make sure you wear shoes you don't give a shit about. And yeah, I didn't even realize the rest of the day when I came home, I was like, my shoes are gray, no big deal. No, I realized they were normally black. And that's what they look like. So don't wear heels. Even if you dress up, don't frickin' wear heels. There was a girl I saw walking around barefoot. She's walking around barefoot because the shoes she had heels on them. So, and there's just a lot of dirt and dust and rocks and stuff. So don't wear sandals. Don't wear sandals because they're cute. Like, just wear comfy tennis shoes that you don't care gets, I picked up my tail and it scared the shit out of Kitty Girl. Sorry. Sorry, me mamas. I'm sorry, me mamas. Yes, comfy shoes that will get dusty. I sent a picture to Chrissy, and I was like, I didn't even realize I thought my shoes were gray until I, like, sent that. Athena said, yeah, it's mostly gravel trails. Morning, Jimmy. We're talking about how I was out your way yesterday. I went to the medieval fair, and I was like, oh, I wonder how far away Jimmy lives from over here. But, you know, when you can, like, that's almost an hour, and it's a good little drive, and you don't... First off, I wouldn't want to interrupt you. I wouldn't want to just be like, hey, Jimmy, you home? I'm stopping over because I'm out here. Maggie said, now you have to get a whole pink and purple queen outfit to match the tail. That's a lot of Amazon. It's probably a lot of money on Amazon. Chrissy wanted one of those, like neck things where it like covers the whole thing. It's like a necklace, but it covers your whole chest. She was like $30 for that thing. She's like, I'm sure I can find it cheaper somewhere. I was like, yeah, on Amazon. You can probably get one for $10 on Amazon. So everything was expensive. You had to find certain places. Erica said I was wearing the sandals when I went and somehow I got tar on the bottom of my feet. I guess it's an Erica thing. Yeah. If you go to that, yes, dress cute. Dress in your whole outfit, your whole getup. Don't dress for like cuteness with shoes. Jimmy said I seen that about 20 minutes ago. You can stop by anytime. I wish I would have known. Well, now Chrissy's obsessed, and so like it seems like it might be almost an every weekend type of thing, almost. And tickets are like $30, but if you go on a Groupon, it's only $16. I'm now realizing Groupon is my best friend. And there's very little Wi-Fi out there. Just know that. It's even like when you're paying with your card, they're holding the machine up. Like the old school, whenever we couldn't find service and we would have to like stand on a chair with our arms in the sky, waiting for it to connect. That's kind of what they do out there to try and get your card to go through. So, I don't know if we're going to do every weekend, but I told her, I was like, we need to come here when I get paid. Because I didn't spend a whole lot of money, which was good. I spent like that $12. And I think I spent like $3 on a... If you get just a regular red Solo cup, it's like $3. And I went up to the one stand and I said, can I have like your cheapest... what the hell is that drink from Harry Potter? Butterbeer. I said, can I have your cheapest butterbeer? I said, I have to try it. And he's like, oh, if you want to try it, here. So he gave me some for free, and I was like, He even said, he's like, you want the butterbeer, the fancy cream soda? And I was like, okay. So me and Chrissy tried it. It was nothing miraculous. But just to say that I tried butterbeer. Jimmy said you should come to the Thrive Together Festival with George on August 15th. Yeah, isn't that big like comedy music thing that you have out at your house? Erica, yeah, I tried it. She said, I was just going to ask if you tried it. Well, yeah, that was last year. I didn't want to drive last year. Sometimes I just... Jimmy, I have an astigmatism, so driving in the dark where lights are coming at me sometimes, I basically go fucking blind. So when I'm out there on those roads and a car comes up out of nowhere, I'm basically blinded, and it freaks me out. So if George goes this year, I'll ride with him, and he's gonna know it. Because last year he was like, you should have come, it was so much fun. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to drive. Oh, and I got a henna tattoo. Me and Chrissy got henna tattoos. Mine is... I gotta get in the shower so I can get the rest of it off. But we just gave him like $5 and said do something. Yeah, as long as somebody drives me, I don't care. How much does it cost? Don't you like charge people for something? Because I know you're raising money for something. Jimmy, I can't remember what it is. Sometimes I'm just a horrible friend. I'm a horrible friend. If it's a lot of driving, I'm not good at it. Some of you guys don't know, but some of you guys know. I have a sister, my sister Barbie, which a lot of you guys know. My sister Barbie has cerebral palsy. She's in a wheelchair. So growing up, we never had the option of flying. We always had to drive. So we would drive to Florida. We drove to South Carolina. We drove to Kokomo, Indiana. We always drove because flying was not... Either we didn't have the money. I was just told it was because of her. So me driving long distances, I've gotten better to be like to drive for like an hour, hour and a half. But because I grew up that way, if I'm driving for a long time, I need sleep. I end up falling asleep. Or my ADHD is not, I'm like trying to look at clouds while I'm like also trying to focus on the road. Sometimes I have to chew gum just to keep me focused. Or I have to have car snacks. Car snacks, every lady has car snacks. Erica said, yeah, I keep forgetting to ask you about the henna tattoo. Where was it? I wanted to get one but didn't see it. There was the guy that plays like that big organ drum truck thing. I just remember there's like a big crowd and they were watching this guy this guy play this one-man band. He was playing like the bells and the drums. It was kind of like off in the back. I really don't remember. I just remember that because they were in the same spot a couple years ago. Jimmy said for his party or his awareness, $10 including food for the money, bring your own beverage for mental health awareness. So, August 15th, Jimmy lives out in, I'm pretty sure it's Ashtabula. Hey, Rochelle. You're in Florida? Aw, I know. You guys have been down there for a hot little minute. Anyways, August 15th, Ashtabula. Jimmy does this big thing. He has like comedians. He's got people. He has like a DJ. He's got all this shit. I'm almost pretty sure George might be the DJ. Almost pretty sure. But it's like $10. You get money, or I mean, you get food and shit like that, and it's all to support mental health awareness. But yeah, driving is like rough for me. That's why some of my friends, like Seth is usually my driver because he doesn't mind driving. I did a show for Jimmy out in Geneva on the lake, and he had to drive me because, not that I want to get drunk, because I really don't. I don't like to drink as much as people think I do. I am just not good at long distances, especially not by myself. I cannot be by myself driving long distances. So that's why if I ask you to drive, or I try to, because I'm not a good long distance driver. And out. Oh, George is the DJ. Okay, that's good to know. What charity does it go to? Mental health. It goes for mental health awareness because his brother. Jimmy, doesn't your brother have something? I can't remember. I feel like it. Such an asshole friend, Jimmy. You're all so far away out there. You're all the way out there. But driving out there to go to the medieval fair, I was like, this really isn't like that far, because it's only like 20 minutes from some of my my sites, so it's really not that far. So I could maybe I could do a guest appearance out on the psych ward. Which is Jimmy's show that will be on later today. So, if you want to, go and watch the Psych Ward with Jimmy Ward. And I want to say Little Jimmy, but that sounds weird too. Jimmy, his son Jimmy, and I don't know what the specific organization it goes to. I don't know what it actually is. I just know it's like a mental health awareness thing. I think I have to sneeze again. I got some new pictures put up on in the back I have all my greats finally. I have pictures of all my greats up there. I have pictures. I have a picture of me, George, and Ed has finally made the wall. That was something else. George and Ed has finally made the wall. Chrissy and Gina have made the wall. I've been moving things around. I don't know who else. My friend Sarah is up here somewhere. Oh, all the girls, Carrie, Kristen, Anne, Julie, and Lucy have made it. So I got some new pictures back there, guys. New people have gone up, and some people, they haven't gone down, but I already have pictures of them up there, so. Jimmy said NAMI, N-A-M-I, of Ashtabula for mental health awareness. That's where it's going, Athena. There's your answer. There is your answer. So, going back to the medieval fair, Chrissy and I we got out there probably about 2:30, and they have a parade at 2 o'clock, so we missed the parade. And actually, like, the parking lot isn't that big. The parking lot isn't that big, so it doesn't take a lot to walk there. And we were there from like 2:30 to like 5:30. And you're just walking around, there's so much happening. You're looking at costumes, you're looking at the the vendors. You're like, there's just so much happening, and I could see, like, I remember when I went the first time, I was like, holy fuck, this is so cool. And my favorite thing to do is look for my favorite fairy or like princess, whatever. Anybody that has like the best outfit, I'm like, I have to take a picture. Hi, George. I hope you're doing good in Florida. When are you guys coming back? Here, I know you missed this. B11. BE11. But then you're so caught up in the whole thing that you forget that you need to drink stuff. You forget that you need to eat. And we took a minute, we sat down, I was sitting there and I was like, I had a pop because I needed the sugar. And I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I was like, oh man, I'm getting a little lightheaded. And one of the drink sellers was like, go find the pickle guy. He'll come back, go find the pickle guy. He'll sell you pickle juice for like the heat and stuff. But I didn't end up going there. I just ended up finishing that. We didn't leave very much later. We left about 5:30, so we were there from 2:30 to 5:30. We covered a lot. We got stuck. Let me tell you. We got stuck in an area. I want to say it might have been the Queen's wedding courtyard or some shit like that. I don't know. Okay, he said he's going to send me the flyer. So we went around this area 3 times because we couldn't figure out how to get to the main area. It's just kind of wild out there, guys. So just remember, there was a dude, he worked at one of the vendors' tents, and he has this big sign that says Detour. So he's holding the Detour in one hand, and he's holding this big metal rooster, like rainbow rooster. Don't pay attention to my bingoing. This big metal rooster. I was like, so that's a detour to your cock? And he was like, well, yeah, duh. Athena said, you can bring coolers of food to keep in the car, but you will be tempted by the amazing food stalls. Yeah, what we were talking about on the way out there, I've never had one. I've thought about it, but I've never had one, is a turkey leg. I did see a guy eating one. He was dressed as kind of like a barbarian type of guy. He was dressed as a barbarian type of guy. And he was walking around eating a fucking turkey leg. Like that big. It was crazy. It was awesome. But yeah, it was a good time. So, and it goes until the end of August, and it's only Saturdays and Sundays. It's only Saturdays and Sundays, and it's from 11 in the morning. I always thought it started earlier, but it doesn't. It's from 11 in the morning until 7 o'clock at night. I told Chrissy, because we really wanted to see the jousting, we would sit down and watch, like, most of the shows were just, like, some singing things, or there's the dangerous comedian. He does this thing about marshmallows, and he pulls out a marshmallow gun, and he's like, marshmallow! And he just, like, starts shooting everybody with marshmallows. But it's... yeah, it is so worth it. And I'm telling you, like I said, go to Groupon. Groupon, you get the tickets for, like, $16. And, it's just a good time, because even, like, heading out there, I was telling Chrissy, I'm like, you almost feel like you're not even in Ohio anymore. We went through a lot of cornfields. I did not realize out in Ashtabula area, Geneva, wherever the hell we were at, there was so many frickin' cornfields. There was corn everywhere. I mean, I know we're known for corn, but holy crap. I've seen it like down in southern Ohio. I've passed a lot, but I didn't realize there was so much corn back there. That was nuts. And I thought that we would have seen more, like, vineyards. Maybe it was because we were off another path. We GPS'd it, and it took us on these, like, side roads. It took us on these side roads, and it took us a little longer than it should have. But then when we were coming back, Chrissy was paying attention, and she's like, look, there's a sign that says 290. So we only drove for like 15 minutes, and then we were able to get on the freeway. GPS, get your life together. I'd rather take the freeway than these long-ass frickin' roads out there. It was, that was kind of annoying. But I laugh because I feel, I would love to, like, set up a camera in my car with me and Chrissy, because Chrissy has some hysterical one-liners. Hysterical. And, like, our conversations. But we don't... It's been years, but it is a lot of fun at the medieval fair. Yes, you are in the boondocks where there's corn out the yin-yang. But she has so many little one-liners that I've known her for like 20-something years, maybe even longer than that. I don't know. We've been trying to figure that out. But I know what she says, and I hear it, and it cracks me up. But people that don't know her don't hear them. So just the shit that we talk about in the car and the things that she says are freaking hilarious. And I'm like, I would just love to put a camera in the corner of my car and just record us going on a drive somewhere. Because the conversations are fucking hilarious and insane. Erica said, Maggie, that's your car camera you have, because Tree, you can get one of those. Yeah. That's what I feel like, because it's, you know how when you're in a car with, like, you know, your closest person, and just the shit that you guys talk about, and you're like, oh my god, this is some great stuff. We would be hilarious. So, out at the medieval fair, they had, like, a lady that was selling roses, you know, The only time we seen her was when we were on the carriage, so we couldn't stop to, like, see her but Chrissy had been, like, stalking her all day trying to find her. And everybody had roses, like, certain women had roses, and she was like, where's my fucking rose? She's like, I'm a fair maiden. Why is nobody giving me a rose? I'm a fair maiden. And I was just losing it with her walking around saying how she's a fair maiden. And there was this thing she wanted to say. And I was like, don't say it in case somebody, like, I said, don't say it unless, whatever. Jimmy said, get with George for a ride. We still need a couple more comics. Yeah, I'll talk to George about that. But I forgot my train of thought. Damn it, Jimmy! But her walking around going, I'm a fair maiden. I should have a fucking rose. I want a rose. I'm a fair maiden. She was just cracking me up. Like, the shit that she says. And so, if you guys don't know, I know many of you know, like, Erica, Athena, you guys are all short. Actually, Athena, you're kind of tall compared to the other minions. But, like, Andrea, Erica, and Maggie, you guys are all short as hell. Chrissy's probably about as tall as you. When we are out in public, when I'm out with you guys, I can't necessarily hear what you guys are saying. That's why I always sit down. Tall problems. Tall problems. We are going to move on to tall problems right now. Excuse me. If we are out in public and I'm talking to you guys and I sit down, it's not because people have told me that I'm lazy because I'm sitting down. No, it's because I can't hear you. When I'm out with you guys, that's why I might not talk all the time, because I can't hear what the hell you're saying. So that's why I will sit down, because then I'm at normal height listening to what's going on. When I'm standing up, I can't hear shit. Athena said 5'2.5". Yeah, you guys are all way down there. I was like that tall when I was 6. So, but Chrissy is at one person, 5'3" on my ID. Chrissy's at one person no matter what group setting we're in. Erica said, Sean tells me I have a low voice anyways. I guess I'm just a low talker. So, yeah. But when we're out, like, around a lot of people and it's me and Chrissy, I can hear her. She's probably as tall as you guys, maybe even a little bit shorter. I don't know. Anybody around my elbow and lower, I don't know how tall you are. Sorry. But when we're out in public, I can hear her perfectly fine. But you guys, the shit that you guys say to me, sometimes I can't fucking hear it. If you guys are all laughing, I'm like, I need a recap because I don't know what's happening. Yeah. So, do I like sitting down? No, I'm not. I don't really. People spot me out more when I'm standing up. Like, people see me more. If I'm sitting down, then nobody has any clue who the fuck I am. But tall problems. I can't hear you. I cannot fucking hear you. From the time it leaves your mouth and gets into my ear, I'll look for a megaphone. So it's, yes, that's exactly what we need. It's exactly what we need. By the time it leaves your mouth and hits my ear, letters have moved around, jumped out of it. I don't know. There was a girl I used to work with, and I was training her. This is when I was at Texas Roadhouse. And she's like, she says to me, she goes, "You don't smoke, correct?" And I was like, but that's what she asked me. You know what I heard? "You don't smoke crack, correct?" And I was like, I've never known a person to be so open about the fact that they smoke crack. I said, hang on, one more time. Repeat that one more time. And she was like, "You don't smoke, correct?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And she goes, "Why? What'd you hear?" I said, "I heard you don't smoke crack, correct?" And I was like, so like after that we would like joke. Tell it to the sky like you're talking to Jesus. Yes! 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 Tell it to the sky like you're talking to Jesus so I can hear what the hell is happening. And when you guys all take group pictures together. Got mine off of TikTok. I'll send you the group chat. When you guys are all taking pictures together and you all bend over. First off, where did this stupid ass trend come from of like bending over a little bit for like pictures? Stupid. Stop it. Stop it. No more. Because you guys are already short enough. And then you bend over some. And then I'm just standing there like the middle finger with all the other fingers. Here's me, all way up high. I know that was a stupid analogy. I don't care. But I'm all the way up top. And you guys are all bent over. If anything, I should be the one that's bent over to try to match your guys' height. Maybe I'll start pulling a chair up and like sitting next to you guys. Start bringing a chair. Erica, well, I know Andrea definitely does it. And I think Andrea and Maggie have done it. But yeah, you guys do that. And me and Gretchen stand there looking like frickin' weirdos. Because Gretchen's as tall as me. I have a lot of tall problems. There's actually surprisingly Pam has entered the pod. Pam is here. Good morning, Pam. Almost afternoon. But it's, you know what's surprising is how many women actually like bend over like that for group pictures. And that's my friends Carrie and Kristen and everybody. That's what they do. They do the same thing. They like are bent over. Whenever they take a group photo, they always like bend over, and I'm like, no. I do not look cute that way. I look like I'm just awkward because I should be up like this, but then I'm bent over, and then I'm like this, and I look like I'm an umbrella over you guys. It's a whole situation. For being tall. I need to go on a tall tangent, like, one day. I need to write all this shit down. Just remember, if you ever see a tall person in the grocery store, and you see them looking down on something on the bottom shelf, be nice and ask them, "Do you need help?" Because I do that to short people. If they're in the grocery store, I'm like, "Do you need help with this?" Whatever. Just to reach it for them. There's sometimes I'm in the store, and if it's on the bottom shelf and it's far back there, I'm contemplating how bad do I need it. Because there has been times I've laid on the floor of the grocery store to get something. So just remember, us tall people, we nice, well, I know I'm a nice tall person, I help you out. Yes, the struggle is real, Erica. It's very real. The other struggle is that when I hang out with you guys, I have to watch my elbows. I might give you a black eye and I don't even realize it. Because you guys are right there to me. Right freaking there. But what else was I gonna bitch about? Just Chrissy, you are late because I've been talking about you this whole show. Talking about us in the medieval fair. And what the hell's an anniversary follower? Erica's a top fan. Maggie's a top fan. Chrissy's an anniversary follower. I don't know what the hell that means. But we've been talking about how much fun we had at the fair. And how we plan on doing it again soon. And how we went on the carriage ride. But, yeah, some tall problems. Just because it's down. There was a couple months ago, there's a certain kind of like breakfast bar that I like to eat. And it's like a wafer. Sorry, I'm tired, Erica. I'm tired. Yesterday wore me out. I came home and I was like, I'm going to take a little nap and then I'm going to go out because, you know, I'm bored. I tried to take a nap. I was in the recliner. I was on my couch. I laid in my bed. I could not take a frickin' nap. 9 o'clock, I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go to the bar because I'm going to sit here. And I'm not going to fall asleep. And if I did fall asleep at like 7 o'clock, I'd be up at midnight. And then what the hell do I do? I'd be tired all over again. So I'm tired. I am tired. And I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta clean up around here. I wish we had like a day between Sunday and Monday. Erica said I was just playing, huh? You were making me yawn. Sorry. And I know you're at work. That sucks. My brother was here and you guys were hanging out in nature. Checking out the nature. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Well, alright. Everybody have a good week. Erica said, yeah, that doesn't help either. Everybody have a good week. I love you guys. Don't forget, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the Abraham Drink-In. Check it out. Come visit us. Come talk to us. Come talk to us live because it's fun when we talk to you live on the Abraham Drink. It's only on Facebook that it's live, so you have to go through Facebook. For the people that are not watching this, you have to go to the Facebook Live to watch it to be able to comment, kind of like what I'm doing here. So tomorrow, Monday at 6 o'clock, come watch the Abraham Drink-In with us. We don't know what the fuck is happening. We never know what the hell's happening. I tell people about the stories that we cover, and they're like, oh, I guess I need to like pay attention to that. Erica said, stay out of trouble, love your face always, and have a wonderful day. Oh, thank you. I need that energy so I can go grocery shopping, and we're going to go do brunch for Josh's birthday. Chrissy said, love you, Mom. I had a blast yesterday. I can't wait to go again. Yes, for sure. So, everybody have a good week. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Thursday, bingo, 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 bingo. Thursday, bingo, 8 o'clock at Legends. Come up and hang out with me. They do shots of Tito's for $3 and Jack for $3. But cards are, you can buy one card for $1 or you can buy 6 for $5. And the more people that show up makes the pots even bigger. Because we don't do a progressive one. So whatever I collect is what you guys win. Alright? I love you guys. Have a good week. Stay out of trouble because I don't have bail money.
It's natural and normal to give you everything, dear. From coffee in the morning.